Hey there, my name's John. Welcome to the Guarantee Retirement Guy Show. Today we're going to be answering the question, if you have $3 million, how much should you actually annuitize of that $3 million? So if you are looking, or you already have an annuity and you're thinking about annuitization, then there's some things you need to consider. Okay. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to assume that you don't have an annuity and you are looking to purchase an annuity and you're thinking, I've got $3 million. I want to use a certain portion of it for giving me lifetime income, but how much should I use? What's the most I could use, or what's a good amount that I should use for, to have some more liquidity? So, and we'll look at all the options here. I'm going to share my screen, because a lot of times people will reach out and they're like, I want to use all my money. And I'm like, you can't do that because insurance companies won't let you. Okay. The most I've ever seen any insurance company let someone put into an annuity contract is 80% of their total liquid assets. So if you got 3 million liquid, the most you can put in is 2.4 million. That's the most you can put in. Doesn't mean you should put that in. Okay. Maybe you should only put 2 million. Maybe it should be 1.5. Maybe you don't need hardly any income, and you only need $500,000 in there. Right. So it just depends on what your needs are. But a lot of times people are looking for the highest payout. And I always just tell them, use the least amount of assets for the most amount of income. So depending on what your income needs are, only use that portion and then let the rest grow or sit in savings for emergencies. Like, you have to have that. All right. So let me share my screen and I'll show you exactly how this looks. All right. So this person is living in Minnesota. They're 60 years old. Their spouse is 61, and they plan to take income in 5 years. Okay. And they're planning on putting their full $2.4 million in, and they're going to have $600,000 in cash. And they're going to let that sit on the sidelines. They're just trying to generate as much income right now, and that's what they want. That is their top goal. All right. So based off of that, here are the income levels. You got North American, Corebridge, Nationwide, Midland, F&G, Aspida, Equitrust, lots of different options. And these are the annual payouts. Okay. You see right here, this is annual payout at age 65 and 66. So if you decided to use the top one, North American, then here's what it looks like. All right, so basically what North American will do is they'll take your money and they'll say, we're going to give you an 8% rate of growth, guaranteed. For if you wait 5 years, it'll be 5 years. Okay, if you wait 10 years, then we'll give you it for 10 years. So, but for these people, they want highest income in 5 years. So they're going to have this benefit base growing at 8%. So at the end of 5 years, it's going to be worth $3.5 million, and then that will be multiplied by a 7.2% joint lifetime withdrawal rate, which of course equals $253,900 per year for the rest of their lives. So essentially what they're doing is they're taking $2.5 million and they're buying a $7.8 million pension. Okay. And if you live longer than that, then it pays out more. It's all about how long you live. It's a lifetime income contract. You'll notice though that the balance does not last. It is not made to last. That is not what it's for. It is for income. You're buying a pension. If you both die before using up this money, it goes to your beneficiaries. That's why you can see over to the right, there's the death benefit right there. And if you decide to cancel, you can take your money out as well. You'll be subject to surrender charge, but at least you can get access to your money. Okay, so that's something to consider. Here are the rider charges. Okay, they're charging you money to give you that 8% rate of growth. Okay, but what's nice about it is those rider charges eventually go away because there is nothing left to take it from eventually. Eventually, the account balance depletes to zero. But the income, which is why you buy it, that is there forever. Okay, that's why you buy it. So pretty nice. I mean, essentially, you're taking out way more than, what are you taking, like $22,000 per month? That's pretty nice. So you're getting that guarantee for the rest of your lives. So if you die, your spouse lives, they continue to receive that income. And if you both die early, then your beneficiaries will get whatever's left in that account. So pretty nice. All right. So let's go back here. All right. So we're looking at $2.4 million. You're probably looking at this saying, well, I don't want to invest that much. Maybe I'll invest 2/3 of it. Okay. We'll say $2 million. All right, $2 million. Let's see. That's still good. $211,000 per year. All right, let's go to half. Okay. A lot of my clients will do just half. Okay, and then they'll let the rest of their money sit and grow. So this is kind of a happy medium. You're like, all right, well, I'm getting $158,000 from this. My Social Security payout's another $40,000. So essentially I'm getting like $190,000 a year for life, right? pretty nice. So that can be a very good strategy, especially if you want the other $1.5 million. You might leave the other 500,000 in cash, and then you'll take the other $1 million and put it in the S&P 500. And in 7 years, that $1 million will grow to $2 million. And in another 7 years, that $2 million will grow to $4 million. And that way, if you want to allow that money to be subject to risk and growth, then you can take money out of it every 7 to 10 years and buy more annuity contracts. Just keep stacking your income. Another, if you're taking out $1 million every 7 to 10 years, which you could do if you let it sit and grow, then theoretically speaking, you're going to be adding another $100,000 a year or more in guaranteed income. You'll just be stacking your income as time goes by, and you'll be more than fighting inflation, and you'll be able to enjoy that money, and you'll still have a legacy to leave behind because you have money always growing in your other accounts outside your annuity contracts. So I have a lot of clients that will do this. They'll stack their annuity contracts, they'll have their income come in, and then they will invest the rest of their money however they wish. So, and you don't have to invest it. Maybe you just leave it in savings. But what's nice about this is you can if you want to. And if the market's down for 2 or 3 years, yeah, it stinks, but at the same time, you're like, well, I still got my income coming in. I'm good, right? That's why you buy it, because that allows you to not have to pull out emotionally out of your other positions if you don't want to, because you got your income needs covered and you're not relying on your stock market investments to cover your income goals. So anyways, I hope that helps. People are searching a lot for annuities right now. And so what I'm trying to do is create videos that answer questions that you are asking right now that will hopefully help you as you research and decide what's best for you. What I would invite you to do is go to my website, johnstevenson.com, go to my annuity calculators and check out what the payouts are. Okay. I have feeds from all the carriers, and it goes directly to my website calculators, and it'll show you exactly what the payout will be for you, whether it's a single or joint payout, whichever amount you're putting in, the state, it doesn't matter. And then if you feel comfortable, book a call with me. There is a link right below this video where you can book a Zoom meeting with me, or you can book a meeting with me on my website, johnstevenson.com. And I always tell people, research, kind of find out what these are paying first, and then reach out if you're looking for help to purchase an annuity, because I'd love to help you. But I always try to get people to research first so that they kind of know what's going on. They can see what the payouts are without feeling like they got to book a call and because you feel like someone's going to pitch you something or try to sell you something and hard sell you, and you don't know what's out there. And so it's nice to be able to kind of research and find out for yourself before you do that. So hope that's helpful. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, and that's why I share everything, regardless of what the commissions are. Some commissions on these are high, some of them are low, but it's important for you to be able to see what's there. And then if you feel comfortable, reach out. So hope that helps. I appreciate you for watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share, comment below if you got questions. And again, if you're looking for help to purchase an annuity, then feel free to book a Zoom meeting with me, either below or at my website, johnstevenson.com. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.